Hey everybody, and welcome back. Well, you'll have noticed it's another short video with a slightly odd title. So what's it about? Well, it's not about my back. My back is 100%. Everything's fine. And we had a great weekend down just near Baltimore on the shore there, rented a house. And I've always been a keen bird watcher. And for those of you older people from the UK, you remember that when I was a lad, say in the 50s and into the 60s, I think, the only ospreys in the UK were a single breeding pair up at Lochgarten in Scotland. So much so they had to protect the nest from people stealing the eggs. Anyway, the place we were at was called Osprey Point, and on the Friday evening there were 8 osprey circling around by the house. So there you go. Anyway, so as I say, what's the problem now? Well, came home Monday afternoon, went to bed, and this is what we saw on Tuesday morning when we got up.
Well, here we go again.
Well, even worse than that, when we got up, it was cold. And that was because the power was off. So this is first thing Tuesday morning. So when I check, power's off everywhere because that snow was incredibly, we had over a foot. It was wet, it was heavy, and it brought down power lines and trees all over the place. The entire village, the power was out. In fact, for large areas here in central New York. So we had no heating, we had no water, no lights, you know, the usual stuff. And when I checked, it wasn't going to be back on until Wednesday afternoon. So we decided to, we have a nice little gas fire, so that was fine, but you know, not enough to heat the house. So we decided to go out for dinner. So the first thing I had to deal with was a tree that was down in the drive. So let me show you what we found when we went outside.
Well, it's been warm and rain, so as I say, that heavy wet snow is just about gone. But this is what it left behind. See how broken down that is? That was as tall as that. It was a lilac and some other form of tree, flowering tree. And the first thing I had to do was come out, chainsaw all of this so we could just simply get down the drive. Then the next thing, I walked up to the garage, and you see that's the chimney for my heater. It should be pointed up. I thought, what's happened there? You notice a certain amount of greenery? Let's go and look at that. A stroke of luck. It just missed the corner of the garage, look, the corner of the workshop. And it wasn't quite long enough. In behind all that is the shed on the back of the workshop. So I'll walk around and show you where it came from. So you can see, this is the top of the tractor shed. You can see it up there. So you can see how far it fell and how big it was. If that had landed on the garage, pardon the traffic, I would have been in real trouble. And there is the answer to that little electrical problem. Although this tree didn't hit the main wires, it did go through the actual supply to the workshop.
Now then, so I don't have power at all. It was really strange because it only brought one line into the workshop, so when I went in the lights went on fine, but I heard a humming and it was the compressor motor. When I switched the compressor off, all the lights started flashing because, you know, I only had the AC coming in, but when I put the 220 volt on, it's a strange system here, there was a route back out so the lights would come on. But anyway, so I have no idea, although we've got the power back on in the house, I've got to get the power on in the garage, so I don't know when I'll be back out there. No, can't say that probably. I did think of running an old video, so, you know, a piece of video you've seen. So let's try that. A piece of video you've seen. So let's try that. Well, that was a bit boring, wasn't it? So I guess that's just going to be it for this week. So that's it for this week. Until I see you again, stay safe and enjoy yourselves.